A very good day. My name is YING, matrix number 01DDT20F1076. This is my group member.
My name is Ru, matrix number 01DDT20F1072.
And today we're going to present Project 1 for System Analysis and Design. We are required to prepare and present a proposal for the CEO and client. The following are the information that should be provided in the project proposal, which is problem statement, system requirement checklist, functional decomposition diagram, and the data flow diagram. So now I'll be present the problem statement. The problem statement that we have found is SMK Doraemon approached our company for their request to create a system for managing information about the staff and the student. The problem that we have found is registration and attendance process is manually done by the staff, causing a lot of inconvenience and data redundancy. The second problem that we have found is slide and note are handed out by paper, increasing the cost. The third problem is the process of updating and deleting records are also difficult to perform. The fourth problem is the student year-end report card has to be written manually by their class teacher, increasing their workload. Our team has proposed a management system specifically made for managing various records that have been stored manually. The solution that we have made out is this system will automate its various functions and provide faster response to simplify the processes performed. The second solution is it will consist of a registration system, an attendance system, a web page for uploading and downloading notes, a function to update and delete, student record and report generation. And last, the solution. This will help to save time, cost, and effort in managing this data. Next, I'm going to present the system requirement checklist. So for the input system requirement checklist, first one, teachers and students must update attendance daily into the system. Teachers must upload slide, notes, and exercise onto the website for student reference. Teachers and students must upload their medical certificate or any other official documents if their attendance are not taken. Teachers must upload student grade and result for them to see. Each input form must include date, time, matrix number, and emails. Next, for the process requirement checklist, the system must record and keep track of attendance daily. The system must calculate GPA of students at the end of each semester. The system must store personal information of teachers and students individually. Next, the system must generate a year-end report card for every student. Next, for the output requirement checklist, the system must display user information when requested. The system must display the year-end report card when requested and display a list of students and their attendance when requested. The system must display a list of students and their GPA when requested. Next, for the performance requirement checklist, the system must support 200 users online simultaneously, and the response time must not exceed 10 seconds. The system must be operational 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year. The data uploaded onto the system must be processed within 3 days. The system must flag all students with attendance lesser than 80%. Lastly, for the control requirement checklist, the system must provide logon security at the operating system level and at the application level. Student record must be add, change, or delete by only the class teacher. The system must maintain separate level of security for student as the user and the teachers at admit. The system must ask for confirmation before altering any record. Next, I'm going to pass the section to my teammate.
Thank you, Lim Jia-yin, for your presentation. Now I will be presenting the functional decomposition diagram. So this is the functional decomposition diagram that our team we have discussed. So the first row should be SMK Doraemon Management System. and it will branch to only admin, and another branch will be admin and student. For the only admin section, only admin can do student management. So under student management, that is the registration process and the attendance process. So if you look at the other side, admin and student section, so admin and student can both do document management and report generation. So under document management, we have upload and downloading documents, update and deleting documents. So under report generation, we have the user list report and the year-end report card. So now moving on to the data flow diagram. For the data flow diagram, we have 3 diagrams in total. So we have the context diagram, the level 0 diagram, and the lower level diagram. First, I will present the context diagram. For the context diagram, student as an external entity will make a submission to the SMK Doraemon management system. And the SMK Doraemon management system will confirm the submission for the student. SMK Doraemon management system will generate a report to the admin. The admin will choose to alter report details and report it to SMK Doraemon management system. So if the admin requested to alter the report, SMK Doraemon management system will access the student record system to update the details. And the student record system will display the student record details on the SMK Doraemon management system. Okay, that's all for the context diagram. Now we move on to the DFD level 0 diagram. First, we will start with the student record system. So the student record system will send a request to alter data to the process of accessing the student record database. So it will generate a report to the data store, which is with the name school. So from the school, we'll send a request to update student records, and it will undergo the process of updating the student records and update the records at the student record system. So this is a full cycle. And also the update student records will send a feedback of confirmation for update back to the school database. So when student access the management system, the student will make submission and it will undergo the process of upload and download data. The process will connect to the data store with the name school, which is D1, and it will update the records at the data store. After updating the records, the process will send a feedback to confirm the submission by the student. So after that, we have the last process here, which is the produce student records one. Okay, from the data store, D1 school, it will send the student record details to the process, which will produce the student records. After producing student records, it will generate a student report and send it to the admin. So from here, if the admin feels like there is alteration of data is needed, it will request to alter data and it will go to the process of accessing the student record database, and the student record database will generate a report and send it back to the data store. So this is the complete level 0 diagram we have made. Okay, now moving on to the lower level diagram. So now we will start with the student external entity. So from student, they will request to log in or register their account. So it will go to the verify record process. So there is 2 cases we can see here. First is it will, if the record is not found, it will go directly to 1.2 to prepare a reject notice. So the prepare reject notice process will actually access the record history from the database student, and the database student will feedback the record status to the verify record process. So the verify record process will check the record again. If the record is still not found, it will still go to the prepare reject notice process, and it will issue the reject notice to the student. So moving on to the second case, if the verify record, it found the record, so it will accept the request from the student and it will move on to updating the records. So there is two routes we can see from this process. First is the record will straight go to the external entity, which is SMK Doraemon. It will send a student record list there. So the second route is from the update record process. It will go from the process to the data store, which is submission, to request to alter the records. So from the database, it will send the record details back to the process, and also it would send the student record details back to the verify record process. So that's all for our lower level diagram. Thank you for watching.